You, where are you going?
Me have pass, Massa. Me and the picnic. We are going Unity Pen.
Oh, look at the little one. Isn't she pretty? John, what's her name?
Tell your mistress the name of your child.
July, Massa.
Sister, this will be an education for you. Look at the legs, Carla. Like tree trunks. Feel the muscles. Come on, she won't bite. There are some in England that say it should be done. Come, let's get out of the heat.
Oh, but look how adorable the little one is.
Bring her then, if you like.
What? Can I?
Of course, if she amuses you. She'll be taken from the mother soon enough anyway. It will encourage her to have another.
Massa, me have pass. We are going market.
Well, I suppose if I am to stay on this island, I could train her to be my lady's maid.
They aren't very bright, you realise.
Please, Massa, no.
Yes, I'll take her.
Right.
No, Massa, she's so smart.
Quiet.
Massa, no, please. Please, Massa, no.
We also
She's so smart. Massa, please.
Yo, shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Y'all Bashim, y'all Shabbat. Yo, this Iron Horn of Zion. Hey, the new name for the show this week. Well, the new name for this show is TNT, True and Thorough. All right, TNT. Okay, I'm Azrahaya,
Brother Mathanya.
Khan, and we got a little something for y'all tonight. All right. So look, y'all seen this first clip, right? This is obviously during slavery days, where they always tell us to basically forget what happened. Forget what happened. That was a long time ago and all that type of stuff, right? Let's bring out Deuteronomy 32:7 real quick, King.
I'm the other one. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
Mm-hmm.
Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
It said, remember the days of old. While your oppressor and these wicked Negroes is out here telling you that was a long time ago. Forget about all that. Stop thinking about that. Quit blaming the white man for this. Quit blaming them for that. While they sitting here telling you this, the scripture telling you, remember the days of old. So who you finna roll with? You finna roll with what the Most High telling you to do? Or you finna roll with what this society telling you to do? Scripture says, remember the days of old. Why do we got to remember the days of old? What does that do for you? What that does is, it reminds me who this devil is.
That's right.
It reminds me of what my grandmothers and grandfathers went through. It reminds me, listen, at the end of the day, this is why I'm getting salvation. This is why my father hates you. See, it brings the Bible to life, and you can see it in real time. That's what happens when you remember the days of old. Because see, just like how they taught us Christianity, and they basically started us from the middle of the book and told us basically just disregard the Old Testament. That's what they do when they tell you forget about the Old Testament. When they tell you forget about slavery days and all that, that's what they doing. Because when you forgetting about slavery days, when you forget about the first half of the book, you ain't getting the full story.
Bring it out.
That means they can teach you whatever they want to teach you when you forgetting certain things. You know what I'm saying? That means they can tell you whatever they want to tell you, and you all out here willy-nilly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not getting the full story.
That's right.
You're not getting the truth. If some of the truth is out of there, it ain't the full truth. Right? But yeah, I just want throw that out there so that y'all could, as a reminder, hey, we still in captivity. We still in the place where the heathens them brought us to, right?
Right.
You got anything, King?
For sure, most definitely, and to kind of land me back off what you were saying. Hey, shalom to everybody too, man. I see Alex in the comments. Oh, my brother right there, Yotham. Shalom, King. Gotta holler at you. Got dog on here soon.
Shalom,
Josiah on the scene. But yeah, man, it's important, man. You know what I'm saying, that we remember the stuff, because this society will try to rock you to sleep.
Right.
Like everything is okay in that, You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the past, and you don't have to worry about that anymore. You could just forget about it. And this, that, and the third. Hey, bring out Ecclesiastes 7:7. Sometimes I be having to watch these videos. But like I said, because we have to remember who our enemy is.
Right.
We can't forget that. Your people will convince you to forget. Hey, we're not dealing with that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Your enemy will convince you that those times are over with, while you still being oppressed.
Right.
Right. While they continue to put guns in your community for you to kill each other with.
Right.
Continue to put drugs in your community. Right. So no, we're still living these times. And King David prayed for the downfall of his enemies, man. And that's the spirit that we got to be moving in. Bring it out for me, King.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart.
So me, I'm mad as hell that a mother. You
in the Matrix, King. You in the Matrix, King.
Go ahead, take over.
All right. It says, surely oppression makes the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. It says, surely oppression makes a wise man mad. A wise man mad. You are a wise man, or you are of wisdom, if what you going through got you in a state of mind where you're not comfortable. Got you in a state of mind where you're not excited with what's going on. You ready for this to be over with. Oppression makes a wise man mad. But see, somebody that's comfortable where they at and don't want this to come to the end is obviously not wise. They obviously not wise. And it says a gift destroyed the heart. What is that gift? Giving you a good job. Giving you benefits. You know what I'm saying? A gift. That's the gift. Basically exalting the woman. That's the reason why it's so hard for our women to come into this truth. You back in, King?
Welfare.
You
know what I'm saying?
Get the man out the house.
Right. So that, that's important, man. That stuff has destroyed us, man. You know what I'm saying? Voting rights. That's a gift.
Right.
To give you a sense of equality. No, you're not equal, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? Look at the revenue that so-called black families bring in amongst other ethnicities, and you'll still see we're on the bottom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So a gift does destroy the heart. I yield with that out of one, man. Forgive me, man. I'm having some issues with my internet.
Yeah, you good. You good. Let's go to the next video, the next clip. Oh, let's see. Check this out, right? Hold on.
Man, in Southside Chicago, right? He had a single mama, but he wasn't part of no gangs, bro, but again, a single mama, she goes to work. She leaves his kid to like, his own vices. Around the age of 16, this kid who was in band, who was a musical genius, discovered Future. And while his mama is at work and he's listening to Dirty Stoner in that styrofoam, spending days getting mind blown, and he says, oh shit, bro, listening to Future made me want to do pills and drugs. So that he started taking drugs and pills. Now, he's such a musical genius that this kid went on to be the most impactful rapper of his generation. But that kid died on a plane taking pills. Juice WRLD. That kid name is Juice WRLD, and he says, I was in band, I was living a good life, and I started taking pills because of Future. So hence, Future's music led him down a path that killed him. Now, too, and here's why it's even more fucking sinister and evil of Future. Nicki Minaj said, yo, I was in the studio with this nigga Future. And he told me, man, bruh, I don't do drugs, Nicki. I'm just rapping about it, Nicki. Trust me, Juice WRLD ain't the only kid, bruh. This nigga was a beautiful.
All right, so look, that was the end of that. So, did you hear what he just said, though? Which I'm sure a lot of us already know by now that Future Future ain't on them drugs that he rapping about. He's not on them drugs that he rapping about. But you see, the brother lost his life because He listening to Future, right? Let's get 1 Corinthians 15-33. He lost his life listening to Future. See that right there, that's the thing, right? Your foundation got to be solid. Your foundation really have to be solid. You ain't even got to be listening to no rap, and you still can get, you know what I'm saying, leered off somewhere, you know, doing something that you ain't got no business. At the end of the day, your foundation has to be solid. Whatever you trying to do in life, you have to make sure that you focus yourself around that type of energy, right? Focus yourself around that, right? And make sure that your foundation is solid. That's the reason why you'll see in all the laws, when the judgment come around, it'll say, the Most High say, get the evil from among you, because that's the way to keep ourselves focusing on what we need to be focusing on instead of getting sidetracked, right? Let's bring it out, King.
Con, this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manners.
It said, be not deceived. Evil communication corrupts good manners. The brother was in band. The brother was a musical genius. Listen to Future got him on drugs. I can't blame Future for the brother getting on drugs, but I can blame Future for what he putting out. He's an influence. But him listening to Future made him want to be like Future, thinking that this is what Future doing. He get on drugs, he died from it. Future admit, I'm not even on drugs. That's evil communication. That's evil communication. Bro, don't you understand that it's a chance that the Most High will probably put that man blood on your hands?
That's right.
Man, you better, man. Hey, listen, if you in the shoes of somebody like Future and you got that type of influence and you're not doing nothing positive with it, it's a chance the Most High might let that brother's blood be on your hands. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Ezekiel 3 and 17 real quick. You don't want somebody else's blood on your hands, man.
That's right.
You don't. You know, so you out here promoting something negative, promoting wickedness. Hey, 6 Reds and all the rest of them. Hey, listen, the Most High might judge you for that. Let's bring it out, King. You got it.
Con. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
His blood is he requiring at your hand because you didn't warn the wicked. Matter of fact, you helping the wicked to do sin. That's what you're doing. Not only did you not warn the wicked, you helped the wicked do sin. Right? Keep reading.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
If you preaching righteousness, you preaching according to I can say positivity, but some people might think whenever you speak of positivity, it's gonna be something that sounds good. No, positivity is what's gonna get you to the kingdom. That's positivity. It might sound harsh at times, but positivity is what's gonna get you to the kingdom. But at the end of the day, if you preaching a message that's beneficial to our spirits, to our souls, to our people, then you know what I'm saying. It says basically, the person's blood won't be on your hands, but if you preaching a message that's gonna lead them to destruction, their blood is on your hands because you didn't tell them what they needed to hear. Right? Let's get Jeremiah 28 and 8. See, a lot of people don't like the message of the Hebrew Israelites or the brothers that's in camps because we checking you, because we calling you out on your sins. That's why they don't like camps. They always got something to say about camps. But what's a camp doctrine? We teaching the Bible. What is camp doctrine? People always got something to say about camp doctrine. What's camp doctrine? The law, statutes, and commandments? What is that? They always got something to say about people in camps. Why? Because brothers in camps is coming at your neck with these scriptures. We're not here to sugarcoat nothing, butter you up. We're here to let you know what time it is. That simple, right? Let's bring it out, King.
Con, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's how you need to be moving. It said the prophets of old before me was prophesying against these wicked kingdoms and against these wicked nations. Instead of pushing a message to get our people high for money, you pushing a message to get our people high just so you can get paid. Pushing a message that's killing our people just so you can get paid. That's the reason why the title of the class is I forgot the title of the class. What I titled it? Recipe for Disaster. My bad. That's the reason why it's called Recipe for Disaster, because what we looking at, this is in this kingdom right here in Babylon. They promoting this type of music. They promoting this music that's killing our children, killing our people. Right? Let's get Revelation 18:3. This is nothing but wine. That's what it is. This what they pushing in this music. That's the reason why rap is the #1 genre of music, because this right here is killing our people, man. The wine, the corrupt communication. You got that, King?
Yeah, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Mm-hmm.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
All nations have drunk of her wine. What wine is America pushing? We looking at it.
That's right.
What we just heard in the music. It's mainly in the music, because in the music they pushing all type of stuff. All different type of stuff, like homosexuality, drugs, sex, all type of stuff in the music. This is what they pushing. This is the wine it's talking about. And our people falling for the okadoke. They're falling for the okadoke, man. You got something, King?
Yeah, I do. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, man. Dexter brought out a break.
Hold on, okay, there you go. I see you moving. Nah, hold on.
Go ahead.
You what?
I said, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You sound like you clearing up, man.
I'm coming good now.
You sound a little bit better.
And Dexter brought out a great point. Am I good?
Yeah, you sound better.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. So Dexter brought out a great point right here. Give me Jeremiah 4:22.
Okay.
Right? Because, like the brother said, man, our people are wise to do evil. You know what I'm saying? Future don't know. We ain't even just talking about that kid, man. I remember that was like, man, you know what I'm saying? That was like my prime years for real. This was before the truth. Mm-hmm. But I remember, you know what I'm saying, riding out the future, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember the people I was hanging around, you know what I'm saying, going to the parties and stuff like that.
Right.
Everybody in the party is drunk and high as hell, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On that future. So it ain't just this brother, man, that's been impacted and lost his life off the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, you're putting into the community through the music, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's toxic, man. That's death music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got this brother, he done overdosed on drugs, man, because of you.
Right.
All for the money. Hold that as well, King. Give me Matthew 6:33 as well.
Let me get Matthew 6 first.
Go ahead with Jeremiah 4:22.
Okay. This book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
But to do good they have no knowledge. Right? You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's good. The law, statutes, and commandments are good. He done pushed this brother into darkness. In Proverbs 6:23, it talks about how the commandment is a light and the law is a lamp.
Right.
We ain't pushing people to the light with this toxic, you know what I'm saying, music that's being pushed into our community.
Right.
Come on, man. I was got into an argument with some brothers about this, that they blame the parents and they don't blame the people that's being puppets for the industry. I mean, the parents play a part, but it's only so much a parent can do.
Right.
When are we gonna hold these devils accountable that's getting involved in the industry and becoming a puppet for the so-called white man to poison our community, man?
Right.
When we gonna hold them accountable? I like the Christian rapper, man. The brother, I think we had brought him out once or twice on our on the lesson as well. What's the brother name? D Music.
Yeah, somebody there. I forgot his.
Yeah, that brother be holding them to the fire. I respect. He ain't all the way there as far as his knowledge, as far as the Bible, but the brother be holding the front line. You know what I'm saying? For against the people that's poisoning our people in the industry, man.
Right.
Right. Give me that in Matthew 6 and verse 19, because it's all for the money. It's all for the fame.
Right.
But the Lord say, put your hope in things above, right? Your treasures in things above, right? Read that for me.
It's book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Right? So the Lord was breaking it down so eloquently right here. He said, hey, don't lay your treasures on things on earth. All this stuff gonna fade away. It's all vanity.
Right.
That's what he was going into. He said, where it does rust, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where it can be stolen. Right? Read verse 20.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Right. Man, I was watching my one of the videos with Brother Sa'ar was teaching in Montgomery. The brother said that, shoot, look at these roads, these the trenches. He said, brothers proud to be in the trenches.
Right.
We boasting about being in the trenches instead of one day having streets paved with gold, man.
Right.
That's where we laying our treasures.
Right.
We don't want no streets paved to gold. I don't want.
Man, listen.
We want to be cool in this life, man. It's sad, man. We gotta hold these artists' feet to the fire, man. They poisoning our people. They don't get no play in my car at all. I yield.
Right. Okay. Yeah, let's pull Revelation 3 and 17. Like you said, they don't get no play. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this in verse Matthew 6 and 33, because we're talking about you're just reading on lay up for yourself. Matter of fact, we left off in verse 20. Let me read verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Right. That's what I wanted to stop at 21. So wherever your treasure is, that's where your heart's gonna be at. Right. Your mind, that's where your mind will be. If all you thinking about is money, your mind is gonna be in the world. If all you think about is money, right? But then you go to verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. If you seek the Most High first, then the rest is gonna come with it. You don't think the Most High gonna take care of his own? I just told the sister the other day, hey, listen, once you signed up to being a Hebrew Israelite, once you realize and you start living like that, don't you understand that you got perks now?
Right.
You know who your father is now? Like, listen, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything else is going to be added to you, right? Bring it out, King, Revelation 3.
Con, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
It said, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked. You ain't got nothing. Your money don't make you. You don't have nothing Because let's just say the US dollar just goes out today. They stop using it today. It means nothing. It's just paper. Then what you got? Your money means nothing. It says that you're wretched. That's what it says. You're wretched. You're blind and you're naked because you're not seeking the Most High God.
That's right.
And this music that they've been projecting is teaching our people to just worry about the money. That's why our sisters are getting half naked. That's why our brothers out there selling dope, because all they're worrying about is the money, destroying themselves for the money. All right. You got anything else, King?
Yeah, let me get one more precept out of one. Let me get Isaiah 28 and 15. Right? Because that's important what we going into, man. You know, these people have instead of, you know, as Moses gave the commandments, he set before us life and death, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So these brothers, man, you know what I'm saying, even on a minor level, you know what I'm saying, that's at one of the top levels with Future. But man, you gotta choose life or death. Read that for me, King.
28 and 15.
Come.
This is Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Right. So that's all it is, man. You thinking like the brother was just bringing out. You think your money is gonna save you, man. Right. Man, this money finna run out. You're not gonna know who got money and who don't. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna be in need. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's why Christ say, man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. This gonna be that bread that's gonna keep you alive.
That's right.
Your spirit lit. Right? Read on there for me.
It says, verse 16, therefore thus saith Yahweh God, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste.
Right, and that cornerstone is Christ, man.
That's right.
That cornerstone is Christ, right? This word, right? But again, we got to make sure that we choosing life over death. We got to be teaching that to our children because that's important as well. You know what I'm saying? Man's goings are of the Lord and everything happened for a reason, but that child also could have been being taught the law, statutes, and commandments as well, man.
Right.
Right. So we got to keep that in mind. Choose life every day. It's a battle every day between the flesh and the spirit. We got to choose life. Are you?
All praises. All praises. All right, so now we're on to this next clip. You know, we're basically just showing y'all all this recipe for disaster. Now, this next clip, you know, notice the sister in this next clip. You got the before and after. All right, you got the before and after. Check out this clip.
Yes, we have in this one a young lady who is a TikToker. All right, and give a round of applause to our ladies on TikTok. Yeah, her name is I Am Naya. Okay, in this video you can see her, right? She's having fun, being pregnant and everything like that. No problem with being pregnant. But this other video, she's having a difficult time, brothers. Being a single mom. It seems like there are multiple kids in the background. So, Dima, play that clip.
To the mothers that have the luxury of having the child's father around. To the mothers that have the luxury of being able to get a day or two to yourself. To the mothers that have more than just 3 or 4 people as a village. Please appreciate that. Because the mothers that don't, I'm tired. Like, I just had the stomach virus for like a couple hours, literally. I'm feeling much more better now, but physically
You see this? You see that? The video was way longer. But you notice the beginning, the sister was dancing, TikToking, she doing her little, and doing her little thing. Pregnant. Then here you go, the after, the sister crying, hollering. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we made it to the part where she said, matter of fact, let me upload it. I had to take it out. Let's let her say some more. Hold on one second. Cause hold on.
We have in this one difficult time, brothers.
And yeah, shout out to my boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. That's where I got this clip from.
Luxury of having the child's father around.
He said the luxury of having the child's father around. While this society is telling you, sisters, you stronger than that. You don't need a man. I just watched the podcast. I think it was yesterday. The women on there, no, I don't need a man. I like to have a man, but I don't need a man. Get pregnant. Get pregnant, be on your own like the sister right there. I've seen it numerous times. Sisters be upset. They be trying to drop. That's why they be trying to drop the babies off to their mama all the time. You need somebody, but you don't need a man. Listen, this society is pushing our sisters to be single. And I'm not blaming the sisters 100% because you do got some low down niggas out there that be dipping off, right? But keep this in mind. What does Cyrax 6 say? You can't blame the nigga if you chose him. What does Cyrax 6 say? Prove a friend. You got to prove him to make sure that he's not low down. Now, of course, there's instances where somebody might start off one way and end up another way, right? But if you moving in the spirit and you dealing with a godly man, then that means you seeking ye first the kingdom of God. You proving a man like scripture says. How can you move according to scripture and then you get punished by the Most High for moving according to scripture? Come on now. Let's put two and two together. Obviously, this sister wasn't moving according to scripture. If you having them type of problems, obviously you're not moving according to scripture. You wasn't doing things the way the Most High said do things. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
To the mothers that have the luxury of being able to get a day or two to yourself. To the mothers that have more than just 3 or 4 people as a village.
He said to the mothers that got more than 3 or 4 people in the village. But it's a lot of sisters that take that for a joke. They take it for a game and think, I don't need him. I don't need them. What she say? It's for the women that got more than 2 or 3 people in their village. But you got a good husband. You got a good man, and you want to take him for weak or something because he's treating you good. You got a good husband. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to listen to him because you're used to these low down niggas out here. You used to these niggas, these nothing niggas. You know what I'm saying? You used to them. Because because of that, you don't know how to treat the one you got. You don't know how to respect the one you got. You don't know how to shut your mouth up when he tell you shut your mouth up. Dang, why he got to talk to me like that? But you want him to lay his life on the line for you, right? You want him to go out there and work all day long and provide for the house, don't you? A woman quick to say she want to sit on her behind and let the man pay all the bills, or not even necessarily sit on her behind, but a woman is quick to say she want a man to pay all the bills. But when it come time for her being 100% submissive, that's when she get to looking all upside the wall. That's when you start talking Chinese. That's when stuff don't make sense now. I can pay all the bills. I can pay 100% of the bills, but you can't give me 100% submission. And submission does not mean slavery. It don't mean getting dogged out. It don't mean getting mistreated. It means, baby, listen, we're not doing that. No, baby, you're not going outside with that on. Oh, baby, no, this is what's going to happen. And I mean what I say. All right, go ahead, take care of that. All right, love you. You know what I'm saying? You listen to your husband. especially if you got you a godly man. If you got you a godly man, what you got to worry about? But our society is pushing our sisters to be like this. And once they get in this predicament, this is what they doing. I seen my aunt do that. I see my family members act the same way. They break down sooner or later. I've seen it numerous times. But this is a recipe for disaster, as the class is titled. You see, one minute you see the brother and died listening to a rapper, you know what I'm saying, about popping pills, and he ain't even popping them. And the brother done died. This situation, and this is all our people. This situation, the sister on TikTok dancing, them got pregnant. Probably got pregnant by some random dude. Everything good when the baby and that baby ain't crying. now you toe up, right? Let's get some more on that. Shalom, Makazawa. Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Please appreciate that. Because the mothers that don't, I'm tired. Like, I just had the stomach virus for like a couple hours, literally. I'm feeling much more better now, but physically I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie, like, I really don't like that I still have to be a mother even when I'm sick and weak.
She said, and I'm not laughing at the sister, I feel bad for the sister, but it's crazy because this is not what they showing. They're not showing this on these videos, on TV, on these movies, and they're not showing this on social media. All you see is the girl, you know what I'm saying? She's showing the good side of everything, but they're not showing this part of it, right? She said, even when she's sick, she still got to be a mother because she ain't got the child's father right there with her to help out. Stop trying to be strong, sisters, and be a woman. Stop trying to be a strong black woman or whatever, and just be a woman. Let your man's job is to be strong. That's what he's for. And if you, let's keep going. I'm gonna point out something here in just a second.
But I just want to rest and sleep. But I have to keep this mask on for my babies because they can't see me right now. Like, I'm so tired of my son crying. I'm tired of breastfeeding right now. I'm tired of cleaning up. I'm tired. I didn't want to be a single mom. I don't deserve to be a single mom.
She didn't want to be a single mom, and she didn't deserve to be a single mom. Okay, so did you prove him first? Well, she didn't know that because she wasn't in the truth. She wasn't taught to prove him, right? All right. No, and I'm pointing out the factors that she said she don't deserve to be a single mom, and she didn't want to be a single mom. All right. So when you got one, did you make sure that this man is liable, that he's reliable, that you could put your faith in this man, and you could trust that this man's gonna do what he say he's gonna do, that he's gonna be there for you in the long haul? Did you pick that type of man? I'm sure she didn't. Right? If these are things that you can control, and you didn't control these things in a way that's going to be to your benefit in a righteous way, you are definitely at fault.
My babies deserve to have their dads, but their dads ain't shit.
That's the part I was looking for. Her babies deserve to have their dads, but their dads ain't nothing. You picked them. You picked them. And like I said, I'm not taking the heat off the men, but the sisters right here. Because the men, they just as jacked up. They just as jacked up, right? But it's a lot of our sisters out here that will have good men and will let the good man go. Don't know how to respect a good man because they call him a simp. They call him a simp. They used to, they'll complain to you about the ex going upside their head, but when you be the one that's not doing all that and you trying to show her how it feels to be treated right, she want to treat you like you a simp. Like you ain't got no backbone or something. When really you more man than a dude going upside her head, because at the end of the day, I ain't got to go upside your head. My words, I mean when I say my words are strong enough. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I ain't got to touch you. I'm going to say what I mean and mean what I say. If a brother got to put his hands on you, that means his words didn't hold no weight. What he say don't hold no weight if he got to touch you. It's that simple. Right? But see, it's like I said, it's sisters like this. I don't know what happened with her and her baby daddy. But at the end of the day, the results is letting me know that it's something that you didn't do right. She said the father ain't nothing. The fathers ain't nothing. Plural. But you picked them. You picked them. You didn't prove them jokers. You didn't make sure they was godly men. And our society is pushing our women to go ahead, throw their legs up in the air, toot the behind up in the air, and just lay up with whoever. And if you get pregnant or had a baby, dance around, baby shower, but then when the baby's here, you in a situation like that. You want your mama to come get the baby. Your sister come get the baby. You want to drop them off this person, that person. That's why they walking down the street barefooted, snot running down their nose, Kool-Aid on their face, no shoes on their feet, down the sidewalk. You see what I'm saying? Because your household is a disaster. Y'all got something, King?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely got something. You know what I'm saying? Just to let me back off what you said, for one, like our sisters love these type of men. You know what I'm saying? You know, like sister, you know, it's important, like the brother was just bringing out, man, you gotta, is this brother chasing the Lord? Because if he chasing the Lord, he understands that says a man that doesn't provide is worse than an infidel. He understands that. Right? And one thing I want to harp on as well, a lot of stuff that I'm seeing on social media, I'm seeing a lot of baby showers. And no, you know what I'm saying? You know, I thought it used to be the man is right there as you opening up gifts and stuff as the baby shower together as a couple, you know what I'm saying, or husband and wife, but the man he not there. You know what I'm saying? He just not there because we not doing a good job at proving these men, sisters. I also noticed that it's been more baby showers and congrats on your baby than it is congrats on your marriage.
That's right.
That's a problem. I know our understanding is different from the world's, but like he willing to, you know what I'm saying, you know, make a mistake or whatever, or have a baby with you and leave, but he wasn't willing to marry you. It ain't making no sense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of seeing the sisters that's taking naked, doggone, about to have a baby pictures. Like, I hate that. And they men be right behind them with the shirt on. I know that's a side note, but I had to throw that in there. Like, I'm tired of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to man up too, man, because y'all looking soft. Ain't no way I'm going to have my woman in a panties with the stomach out. Like, no,
man, please. I'm trying to tell you.
That's weak. But yeah, sisters, y'all got to do better. These men is sorry. Stop laying down with sorry men. If y'all ain't talking about marriage, then you don't need to be dealing with them on that type of time.
Right.
Shoot, if you dealing with a godly man, then of course he gonna want to marry you and have a family with you and take care of you. You know what I'm saying? But all y'all looking for is men with a chain and men with the bag. That's where y'all be getting beguiled.
Right.
Because these brothers still be suckers. I don't care how much money they got.
Mm-hmm.
They be suckers, man. I yield, man.
Come on. Got anything, Makazwa?
All
right, come on. So yeah, obviously y'all see what this type of this is the type of situation this society pushes on our people, right? But let me go ahead and read that precept since we quoted it a couple times. This is Sirach chapter 6 and verse 7. For those that don't know, Sirach 6 and verse 7, it says, "If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him." That's what the scripture is saying. It says, "Be not hasty to credit him." Don't be hasty to lay in bed with him. Don't be hasty to give up your goods to him. Don't be hasty to say this is your man. Prove him first. Verse 8. "For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble." He's there for his own occasion, which is getting between your legs, and will not abide in the day of your trouble, like right now, the sister's in. Your trouble, the stress you're going through right now, he's not there for you because you didn't prove this man to make sure this is a righteous, godly man. Don't you understand? Listen, check this out, right? And this go for brothers too. Prove these sisters too. Prove these sisters too, because a lot of these sisters know by you being a godly man, you a good man. You gonna make sure she good. But she ain't checked herself yet. She want a godly man because she know that, hey, basically, hey, he know that he can't just up and just leave me. But she ain't checked her spirit yet. She bringing all these demons and devils, you know what I'm saying, into the house and all that. Nah, But what I'm about to say was, if it says, what was it, verse 8, it says, "For some man is a friend of his own occasion and would not abide in the day of thy trouble." So check this out, right? He's not gonna abide in the day of your trouble, like I said, just like the sister is going through right now, because all he wanted to do was he wanted to get between your legs. And if he's a godly man, he's going to be there in your day of trouble. That's what he's for. That's what the wife is for the husband, to be your pillar of rest. When you proving these people, proving this man, proving this woman to be your helpmeet or to be your husband, you prove them, as scripture said, you making sure you testing the waters and you see how this person is moving. You looking at the fruits that this person is bearing. The fruits that they bearing, does the fruits that they bearing say righteous, godly, holy, keeping the commandments? Does they fruit say that? Or does they fruit say that in front of people? So if you a devil, show the devil in front of folks. Don't get around folks and you shallow. Nah. Show your devil in front of folks. You ain't gonna do that, is you? That's why you got to prove these jokers. All right. And this sister obviously didn't prove. And what she bringing forth? Monsters. She bringing forth monsters. Because she already stressed out with the kids. So she's not mentally in the right place to raise them properly. And this is the reason why our society is messed up, because a lot of people, myself included, were raised by a woman alone, right? And I'm not blaming the women. They did the best they could, but by our people being raised by a single woman, and this woman, like her as an example, this woman is alone. She don't have nobody to have her back. She's there by herself. She's stressed out. She all bent out of shape. She's trying to make ends meet. She's mentally not in the right place to raise the children how they should be raised. And this is why so much chaos in our communities, because our communities need the men and the women. And that's why you need to be proven a friend. And when it says a friend, it's talking about a man, a woman, somebody, even it could be a regular friend. If I'm gonna bring you to my house, you about to, if you gonna be my homeboy, you gonna be my friend, I'm gonna bring you to my house. You gonna know where I lay my head. You gonna know this, that, and the other. I'm gonna prove you too. This is talking about anybody that you have dealings with. Prove them, because it says they could be there for their own occasion and not be there for you when you going through it. All right. Y'all got anything?
Con.
You said con? Good.
Con. Y'all been to Sirach 26 yet?
Nah.
All right. Let me get Sirach 26 and start at verse 1. One of you brothers.
I got you. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double.
So, hey, blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife. You know, blessed is the man that has a wife that fears the Lord. So his days shall be double. Keep reading on that.
A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
In peace. You hear that? That's what a brother wants, right? Read the next verse.
A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
Right. So if a man fear the Lord, right, he gonna get a good wife because he gonna know what to look for, like you brothers were bringing out. He gonna know how to prove his wife according to God's laws. Right. Mm-hmm. Now skip down to verse 23.
Verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Right. So if you're a wicked woman, you're gonna get a wicked man, and vice versa. A wicked man gonna get a wicked woman, and a wicked woman gonna get a wicked man. But a woman that fears the Lord, you know, that's the portion that you're gonna get from the Most High.
Right.
All right. I just wanted to bring that up.
Hey, and that's a good point. That's the reason why, and from what I can tell, in most cases, coming into the truth, and then I'm an example of it. Coming into the truth, usually the relationships that people have coming to the truth, if one party don't come into the truth, but the other party do, and it stays that way, usually it don't last. Like I said, I'm an example of that. The woman I was with when I came into the truth, I was with her 10 years. Coming to the truth, that was over with. That was over with. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about everything just went haywire. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually how it's either that or they both come into the truth. And I'm not saying that one go into the truth and then the other one won't eventually go into the truth. But if one don't ever go into the truth, in most cases, because I'm sure there's cases out there where you know it happens the other way around. But in most cases, they don't stay together. Why? Because it says, what it say? It says a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. So when I was in the world, I was given that wicked woman because I was moving wickedly. What I was doing was attracting her. She liked how I was moving because I was a wicked Negro. I liked how she was moving because I was a wicked Negro. She was wicked. I come into the truth. I'm living upright. That's not attractive to her no more. And how she moves is not attractive to me. Not attractive to me no more. You know what I'm saying? So now we clashing. So now we go our separate ways. That's what this is talking about. That's what it's talking about. All right.
It's like y'all don't want that. I mean, that's heavy that you bring it out, man. You know, when you're not in this truth, that you're not looking for that virtuous woman.
Right.
You're looking for that wicked thing out there, you know,
right.
That's got everything revealing, and you know, that's the one you pursuing. Mm-hmm. That's the one you trying to, you know, shoot your best shot at.
God.
You know, and you normally in wicked places looking for that.
That's right.
It's like you. I rest.
Are you good? Let me bring it out. Saar had called the priest up. Was that Amos 3:3? No, it's Amos
3:3.
Yeah, come. Amos 3:3. It says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" That's a question. Without the answer being after that, it's almost like common sense. How can y'all walk together, but y'all ain't in agreement? How y'all got two different plans, but she is your help you meet what you trying to meet? That's what a help meet is. The wife is supposed to help the man lead. How he trying to lead, she's assisting him on doing that. Baby, I need you to do this, and I need you to take care of that. All right, I'll take care of this right here and that right there. I'm trying to get us to this point right here. So can you make sure those two things get done? Because I can't focus on that and this at the same time. She's helping him meet the goals that he's trying to meet. At the same time, he's helping her. See, if she helps him meet the goals that he's trying to meet, she's going to flourish because he's going to make sure she's good. And that's what this is talking about. How can two walk together except they be agreed? You can't, because two people doing their own thing. They got their own two programs going on, and that ain't gonna work. That's chaos. That's confusion. Right? All right. Let's get to this next topic. Next topic, right? Check it out. Hold on, let me get this girl off of here.
And Joe Biden decided, let me go into a civil war with Texas. This cannot be. Who is this nigga? If you're not already tapped in, keep watching, because this might affect you. So basically in Texas, there is a wire that passes through the border, and it basically passes through Eagle Pass, Shelby Park. And the wire obviously is basically stopping people from trying to migrate.
So, hold on. I took it off the stage, but I don't need to go.
But my boy Joe Biden in the Supreme Court said, nah, that shit.
Obviously, there's something like a civil war, they say, is supposed to take place or may take place or whatever, but this is what he's talking about.
It could. I don't know why, but he went to go send his goons to cut off the wire. But what turned everything upside down is the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, said, nah, little bro, you ain't doing that. My boy Greg is standing on straight border business. He got his goons with him too. Not only did he tell the Border Patrol and the Supreme Court that they not cutting out wire, but he also pulled out receipts and said that the Texas constitutional rights say that they cannot let any migrants in. Now we in a standoff, but this is where everything turns left. No pun intended. So right now, majority of the states are siding with Texas. And they basically saying, nah, we stand with Greg. In conclusion, if we cannot all come into one agreement, we might have to go into a civil war. For y'all that still don't understand how crazy this sounds, the last time we were in a civil war was 1865. You remember the books you used to read in American history? The movies you used to watch on the American Civil War? We about to be the next movie, my nigga. So to a great start.
Okay, so hey, and Shalom to the brothers and sisters that came in. All right, so you see the brother talking about a civil war and all this, obviously, it's some issues going on with Texas and the federal government. Okay, now it may not be a civil war, but ain't no telling, it's a possibility that it can be. Okay, so look, here's an actual news clipping on it.
Strongest acts of defiance for a modern-day governor. Greg Abbott has declared the border crisis an invasion and invoked Texas's constitutional right to self-defense.
The authors of the Constitution knew there would be times when the federal government would not live up to its duty. Texas has a right as a state to stop criminals from coming into our state.
Losing trust in Biden's border agents, the Texas National Guard has taken over control of one area of the border popular for illegal crossings. There's also been debate about the use of razor wire to stop migrants, with the Supreme Court giving approval Monday for the Biden admin to start cutting the wire.
It's not making people's lives safer. It's actually making it harder for law enforcement at the border to do their job.
Despite the legal blow, Abbott says Texas will hold the line, while in Washington, lawmakers continue to hash out an immigration reform package.
We have the outlines of a deal. We've had it for several days. It's 90+% written.
But will passing it rely on approval from former President Donald Trump? As insiders suggest, some Republicans don't want to lose their top.
Okay, so, yeah, they talking about a possible civil war and all that. But this is crazy though. Like right here in the U.S., they never cease to amaze me with all the drama that goes on in this country. Like, it's so much chaos going on in this country. Why they sitting here talking about a civil war between Texas and there's 10 other states that's with Texas on it, and the federal government, you got other things happening. Matter of fact, here go another clip talking about this.
America is now telling the truth a little bit because they got to come out, because now they're begging. They're practically begging any immigrant or anyone to come and join their military, because we are sick and tired of it. We see through the smoke and all the lies, the smoke and mirrors. We know that this has been a scam, and we know that you guys are the ones who are behind a lot of shit that we did not want to be true, and it's true.
So that's what I was gonna mention. You got Texas and the federal government bumper heads. Might be a civil war. Then you got the migrants coming up in here. You got all this stuff that they concerned with and worrying about, and all the drama going on, along with some other things. But let's keep going.
And it's true. Look how he is begging. Pay attention to the shaking in his voice. America is shooken up and begging for anybody. So all along, this is what the fuck y'all been doing any damn way. And we said this shit, but y'all just said he was lying and shit. So if y'all would do all of this and try to get...
Hey, excuse the language, y'all. Excuse the language, all right? Because she going hard.
Anybody in, what y'all gonna do with the American citizens who are already over here? That's what we're saying. We're not coming on a common ground on what the fuck is going on in this movie. This movie is ridiculous. Listen to the shakiness in his voice, but pay attention how they are begging.
Our bill says that if you're an undocumented person in this country and you can pass the physical and the required test.
He said, if you're an undocumented person in this country and you can pass the physical test,
background test, the like, you can serve in our military, and if you do it honorably, we will make you citizens of the United States. Do we need that?
Yes, y'all need it.
You know what the recruiting numbers are at the Army and the Navy and the Air Force?
Oh, and by the way, fair use.
They can't reach their quotas each month. They can't find enough people to join our military forces. And there are those who are undocumented who want the chance to serve and risk their lives for this country. Should we give them a chance? I think we should.
And of course you do, because don't nobody else want to fucking do it, and y'all think y'all fucking slick.
She going in. So look, they begging the immigrants, the migrants, and all this. They was just shipping folks back across the border, building the wall and all that. And that's what the conflict is when it comes to Texas and the federal government. At first, the federal government was trying to keep Issachar over on the other side of the border, right? They're trying to build a wall. Now they begging people to come and fight for America, so they want the wall open. But Texas is like, no, we're going to keep this wall closed. And we got the right to have a wall right here. But the federal government is like, no. All right, so as she was showing right here, they begging, they talking about if you an illegal immigrant, but you can pass the background check and so on and so forth. How would you know if they pass the background check if they are illegal immigrant? Their information is not here in America. What are you talking about? They desperate. Let's pull Matthew 20. Let's pull Matthew 12 and 26 real quick. They desperate. It's so much going on right here in America. This is Babylon, man. This is Babylon. What? The home of the free, the home of the brave, whatever. This is Babylon. This place is going down. Let's bring it out, Matthew 12 and 26.
Okay. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall...
Salakia, my bad. Go up to verse 25, Salakia.
Verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Ain't that what we're looking at? How is a state, the Texas that's in the U.S., which they call itself the Lone Star State because they different than all the rest of the state. They kind of on their own to a degree. But still, they are part of the U.S. How is a state that's part of the U.S. going against the federal government of the U.S.? It said, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Keep going.
And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Ain't that what we were just talking about a few minutes ago with the sister? She should have proved her baby daddies. She should have got a man that was righteous. She should have been righteous herself. You see what I'm saying? And the house didn't stand because of it. It was divided. Everybody mind's going to different places. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
Yeah, and that's what's going on. Satan trying to cast out Satan. Satan trying to cast out Satan. That's what that is. You got one devil trying to put up the wall, the other devil trying to open the wall. And in both cases, neither has anything to do with trying to be of a benefit to Issachar. Neither one is really trying to make it beneficial for Issachar because they got their own motives going on. They got their own motives. That's why, right? Verse 27 says, and if I, by Beelzebub, cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore, they should be your judges. All right. Anyway, that was it on that. Okay, you got anything, King? Anyone of y'all got something? Y'all good?
Con, for sure. Yeah, man, this important what we seeing right here because, of course, you know what I'm saying. The white man is being divided against himself. You know what I'm saying. Also, I seen a video earlier. I should have sent it to you out of one so we could have, you know what I'm saying, shared it with the audience. But it was a migrant that they interviewed, and he basically was saying that if you don't know who I am, you're gonna know who I am soon. You know what I'm saying? So terrorists are getting inside of the country, so-called terrorists, because we know who the real terrorist is, and we know who others is as well. But you know, this is what Texas is afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wrong people are getting inside of the country, and they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are. They just waiting on the word from their leaders, you know what I'm saying, higher ups, you know what I'm saying, so it can really go down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But again, our treasures on things above. That's all we concerned about. If we doing what we need to do, these angels gonna be stayed and camped round about us that fear the Lord.
Right. God.
So we ain't even gotta worry about this. Is what's happening. It is all of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is how this place gonna fall. America's gonna be spread thin. They're gonna be worried about what's going on inside. They, you know what I'm saying? They gotta think about everything America got going on. They got a potential civil war rising.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to so-called draft and recruit new people, new soldiers into the military because they running thin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They also trying to help Israel. Right? They spread thin in other various places as well. You know what I'm saying? Iran just with a drone killed 3 soldiers, you know what I'm saying? That was asleep. You know, my kinfolk that's in the military was telling me about it. So they got so much to worry about, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's all of the Most High, man. It's a beautiful time that we living in to see the fall of the biggest empires ever been, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this I love to see it, man.
Okay.
Right? But I yield with that out of one.
Okay. You got something, Coswell? You good? All right, calm. Now, with all that being said, you see America falling apart within itself. America is falling apart. Babylon is falling apart from the inside out. So while Texas fighting against America, America fighting against Texas, they worrying about the migrants, they begging people to come be soldiers for the American army and all that. While all that's going on, they forgetting this.
This is a rally that took place on Friday in Yemen against Israel. Folks, wait till you see the size of the crowd. See, Americans, Westerners, we have no idea that other parts of the world are gathering in massive numbers to denounce Israel and the United States for what they believe is genocide against the Palestinian people.
That crowd that you're looking at there, Rick, is an estimated 2.2 million people that assembled for this particular rally here.
which is the size of the entire Gaza population.
Right.
So think of this as for every Gazan, one Yemeni showed up representing that Gazan in a protest to denounce who? The United States and Israel. So here is a massive
Fair use.
outpouring of fury against Israel and the United States and support for the Gazans. And it's an indication of how quickly World War III is spreading, expanding, intensifying. Again, Americans don't know anything about this because you don't see this on Fox News or CNN. They don't want you to know that millions of people are enraged over U.S. foreign policy.
Yep. While America is fighting against its own self, you got 2.2 million Palestinians gathered together against Israel and America. Now, let me see something real quick. That's 2.2 million people over there, right? Let me see if I pull this up on my laptop real quick. And this was the last video, so we're gonna be done here shortly. But let me see something real quick. Let me see. 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Let me see. So that was 2.2 million people over there, right? Watch this. Let's see if we can find something real quick. Can y'all see my screen? All right. So I'm typing in how many soldiers do the U.S. have? My fault, y'all. Let's see. Okay, let's see. As of September 2021, the United States has a total of 1.195 million active duty military and more than 778,000 reserve forces. In 2019, the U.S. military size was 1,388,000. So let's say we're just gonna say roughly 2 million almost. Let me stop sharing. Okay, so America don't even have enough soldiers for just those people that was right there and that was gathered in Palestine. America don't even have enough soldiers for them, let alone anybody else that want to get a piece of America behind. America don't have enough soldiers just for them. You see what I'm saying?
It's like
Good, Ken.
they think their technology gonna make up that difference. That's what they think.
Listen, everybody got technology.
That's right.
Everybody got technology. Russia has a missile called Satan that cannot be stopped. Russia has, and I brought this out in
what is called out of what?
It's called Satan.
What is this?
It's a missile called Satan that cannot be stopped. They also have those fighter jets that they created that fly longer than any other jet on Earth. I think they say it'll fly for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Without having to gas up. Like, and it drops missiles. Like, you dealing with something. But this is the recipe for disasters. That's why it's titled, the class is titled what it is. This is the recipe for the disaster. Look where we at. This is chaos. Ain't the god of the Edomites named Chaos? Look at where we at. Look at what's going on. Look what's going on. Y'all got anything? All right, Con. Hey, well, That's it for the lesson show, whatever you want to call it. The official name is TNT True and Thorough. All right. Join us next week, same time, same place. Hey, we'll give all glory, honor, and praise to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Hey, and Shalom. We
Shalom. Shalom.